So lesson 2 is about tangent and normal. Suppose that I have my y is equal to x squared and I'm looking at the tangent at x is equal to 1. So let's try to refresh our graph of y is equal to x squared. So it looks like that. And our point 1, let's say that's 1. So basically that is your 1, 1. That's your point 1, 1. And then what are we looking for is the tangent to that point. So let me use a ruler here. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. So let me take this. So I am looking for the tangent line. So how are we going to do that is first we need to find the dy dx of our function. The derivative of x squared is 2x. And then we need to plug in. So this derivative is the gradient function. The gradient function because it is the function that gives you the gradient of any tangent line at a given point on the curve. So the dy, the gradient of these, if the gradient of that is m, that gradient is equal to 2 times 2x times 1, which is equal to 2. So this is now your gradient. So therefore, we can now get the equation of the line, which is y is equal to mx plus c. Your m is equal to 2. Your x and y is 1, 1. So if y is equal to 1, x equals to 1 plus c, then you need to find your c, which gives you negative 1. So therefore, the equation now of your tangent line is equal to y is equal to 2x minus 1. So for you to be able to find the tangent, again, the first step that you need to do is to find the derivative. That is step number 1. Step number 2 is for you to be able to find the gradient. To find the gradient, you need to plug in the x value. And then after that, you need to solve for the c. So that is the third step, which is to solve for c. This time what are we going to do is to look for the normal line. The normal line is actually this, the normal to the tangent. So this is, let's say for example, that is my normal line. So again, we already know the dy dx, which is 2x. We already know the m, which is equal to 2. So the m of the tangent is equal to 2. Now, what's the relationship between the gradient of the tangent and the gradient of the normal? The gradient of the normal is equal to negative 1 over 2. Alright, so you reverse this one and take the negative, that's the gradient of the normal. And then do the step 3. So y is equal to mx plus c. So y is equal to your gradient is negative 1 over 2 x plus c. You know the point x, y is 1, 1 because it passes through the point c. So therefore 1 is equal to negative half times 1 plus c, which gives you 1.5. So your c is equal to 1.5. Or your equation now is y is equal to negative 1 half x plus, instead of writing 1.5, I'll just put 3 over 2 to make it consistent. So that is now your final answer. Again, in finding the normal is the same thing as finding the tangent as well. The only difference is you need to figure out what is the gradient of the normal. So here, if the gradient of the tangent is 2, the gradient of the normal is negative half. If the gradient of the tangent is 3, the gradient of the normal is negative 1/3. If the gradient of the tangent is negative 5, the gradient of the normal is 1 over 5. If the gradient of the tangent is 2/3, then the gradient of the normal is negative 3 over 2. So, alright, so thank you very much. So that's all for the tangent and the normal.